Hello, I'm Miguel Ramirez, and in the next 3 to 5 minutes, I will compare Windows and Linux file systems, recommend a platform from a business perspective, contrast NAS and SNA, storage, and close with ethical principles framed from a Christian perspective for making a search decision. My goal is to give clear, practical guidance you can use in an enterprise setting. So now we're gonna start by comparing Windows versus Linux. Windows commonly uses NTFS, UC disk, host drive letters, C, D, etc. Permissions are access control lists that tie tightly into Active Directory encrypt policy, which makes central management straightforward. NTFS also supports alternate data streams and integrates with volume shadow copy for point-in-time snapshots and previous versions. Linux typically uses X4 or XFS. Btrfs is never with built-in snapshots and checksums. Instead of drive letters, Linux mounts file systems into directories so storage appears under mount points. The permission model is POSIX, users, groups, and mode bits, with optional ACLs for finer granularity. Admin often use LBM for flexible logical volumes and snapshots. Both platforms offer journaling links, ACLs, and trees, like levels. Key differences: Windows centralizes configuration in the registry, while Linux uses text files under slash etc. Linux is case sensitive by default. Windows generally isn't. NTFS has alternate data streams. Linux exposes extended attributes. These differences affect tooling, automation, and troubleshooting approaches day to day. Now let's talk about the recommendation, which in my case I would say is Windows. For a typical enterprise desktop environment, I recommend Windows. The integration with Active Directory and group policy gives a strong centralized control for identity, permissions, drive mappings, and baseline security. Vendor support, auto tooling, and endpoint management are mature, which reduces operational friction. The primary trade-offs, licensing costs, but in larger environments, the standardization and reduced risk often offsets it. Context matters. If the environment is server heavy, cloud native, or automation first, Linux can be the better business choice due to flexibility, lower licensing costs, and alignment with containers and DevOps tooling. The key is to match the platform to the workloads and the team skills. So now we're gonna talk about storage solutions. NSA versus SNA. Okay, NSA is file level storage exposed over SMB or NFS. It's ideal for home directories and team shares because you can apply file level ACLs and use snapshots or replication for protection and quick restores. SAN is block level storage presented as raw LUNS over ISCSI or fiber channel. It's the right fit for hypervisions and databases that need predictable latency and high IOPS. The trade-off is complexity. SANs require specialized networking and skills. A useful rule: use NAS when users or apps need shared files. Use SAN for performance-sensitive block workloads like VM data source and databases. From a Christian perspective, stewardship means managing resources wisely, balancing costs with necessary protections like encryption and backups. Duty of care calls to protect the privacy and availability of customer employee data, uses and fairness, meaning we don't cut safeguards that would disproportionately harm vulnerable users. Integrity means being transparent and risk and documenting decisions honestly. Practically, to look like encrypting data at rest and in transit, meeting recovery points and time objectives, and roundly testing resource because a backup only matters if it can be restored when people need it. In summary, choose Windows or Linux based on your business context. Match NSA or SAN to workload needs, and let ethics guide decisions. Protect, restore, and communicate transparently. Thanks for your time.